salt, friend or foe? If you have hypertension, you've probably heard that salt is the enemy. But is that really the case? And how much is too much of a salt? Today, we're diving into the salty truth about hypertension and whether you need to reduce your sodium intake. Let's find out. Hi there, I'm Dr. Adelita James, your lifestyle and wellness doctor and coach. And welcome back to my channel. I'm here to help you take control of your health with practical, with relatable advice. Now, if you have ever been confused or felt confused about whether to toss out the salt shaker or if you can still enjoy your favorite foods while managing hypertension, you are not alone. Okay? In this video, I'll break it down for you with facts, with tips, and actionable advice that you can start using today. So, let me ask you, how often do you check the sodium content of the foods you eat? When was the last time you turn the packet or the package, food package, and look at the sodium in the label? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Before we dive in to this topic, let's answer the question first. The question is, why is salt a concern for hypertension? Sodium, a key component of salt, affects blood pressure by retaining water in your body, which increases blood volume. I've mentioned this in my previous video. Salt is kind of a magnet to water. Right? It attracts water. And so when you have extra salt in the body, it will make you retain water, increasing your blood volume. Think about overfilling a water balloon. It stretches your blood vessels and makes them work harder than they should. What's my point? Point is, it will add extra strain on your heart and on your arteries when you tend to retain water. And here's a quick fact. Ready? Did you know that the average person consumes about 3,400 milligrams of sodium a day, while the recommended amount for people with hypertension is right around 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams only? That's a big difference, right? Now, how much salt do you really need then? Let's look at the American Heart Association recommendation. 1,500 milligrams a day if you have high blood pressure. And for reference, that's about 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. It's not as much as you think, but small change can make a big impact. Next question, where's the hidden sodium? Most of the salt we consume doesn't come from the salt shaker. It's hidden in processed foods like chips, frozen meals, canned soups. You won't believe this, cheese, right? Restaurant meals also are notorious in containing excessive amount of salt. And what about condiments like soy sauce, ketchup, salad dressings, sauces? The good news, my friends, is that with a little bit of planning, you can avoid these sodium traps without sacrificing flavor. Now, here are my tips for cutting back on salt without losing flavor. Ready? Number 1, cook at home. You can control how much salt goes into your meals if you're the one preparing your food. And you're not going to reach out for the salt shaker right away when you're flavoring your food. You're going to use the what? The herbs, the spices, and citrus to enhance flavor naturally. What about trying garlic Be generous with onion powder or garlic powder, paprika, or lemon zest for bold tastes. It's going to take you to a different arena or activation of a new set of taste flavor. Another very, very strong advice, aside from cooking at home, is read the labels. You're going to look at the food label. There's a reason why they're there. Look for sodium or no added salt option. And you're going to aim for foods with milligrams of sodium that is not more than the calories per serving on the label. Again, I have a video on teaching how to read the nutrition label. But the key is your milligrams of sodium should not be more than the calories per serving of that food. Get that? Now, the third strong suggestion I have for you to cut down on salt is avoid salty condiments. As simple as swapping soy sauce for coconut aminos or looking out for low sodium soy sauce. What about trying mustard, balsamic vinegar, or a squeeze of fresh lime? Fourth strong recommendation to cut down on salt: gradually reduce your salt intake. Gradually. Now, this is the manner, right? This is the how you're going to reduce your salt intake gradually. Your taste buds will adjust over time. Start by using less salt in your recipes and slowly cut that back down intentionally. All right? Fifth tip or recommendation I have for you to cut down on salt: you can still enjoy salt. Can you? Yes, it's possible. The goal is not to eliminate salt entirely, but to use it wisely. Balance is key. So pair a another trick you can do is you're going to pair lower sodium diet or lower sodium content food with other heart healthy habits like exercise, stress management, and staying hydrated. One of my patients thought a low sodium diet meant bland, boring meals. But after teaching him how to introduce spices, fresh herbs, and natural flavorings, he told me he preferred the new dishes, and his blood pressure thanked him too. Obviously, we're able to cut down or back off on his blood pressure medications, and the leg swelling never happened again. As simple as cutting back on salt. So, what's your favorite low sodium seasoning or spice? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your creative ideas. You don't have to give up flavor to care for your heart. By making mindful choices and focusing on fresh, whole foods, you can manage hypertension and still enjoy delicious meals. If you found this video helpful, you guys don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be on a similar health journey. Let's work together to keep our heart happy and healthy. Bye now, and I'll see you next week.